So in this video we've got a couple of replays in the British Tier 5 premium heavy tank, the Excelsior. So this is the actual very first game I played in this tank. It was on a personal offer, it was half price, I think it was 940 gold. Saw some replays on YouTube with this, and yeah, it doesn't have any speed equipment. This is how fast it is. It's a very mobile heavy tank. It's quite square, so you do have to angle it to make the armour effective. But the gun is lacking penetration, so you do need to be prepared to fire those premiums. So we've got this Tier 4 Largo just sort of sitting in front of us, just trying to get some shots in. So I am trying to side scrape. The armour on the side is fairly weak, but it's got some spaced armour down the side. So yeah, it is quite strong. It kind of reminds me of a cross between sort of a Tiger, where it's sort of, you know, flat faced everywhere. You need to sort of angle a square hole to get the best of the armour, combined with sort of like Churchill's side scraping ability. So yeah, I got some British crews I need to train up, and as I said, I saw some videos and it just looks really good. It looks a fun tank. I don't usually play heavies because I don't think it's what the game, you know, what's strong in the game at the moment. It's all lights and fast mediums. We get the gentlest ram kill there, but we've got this hidden stug at the back here, but we've got a slap-sided 4H there, so gonna put some shots into that. Unfortunately, we don't seem to be getting through that hidden very well, so we're just going on these two, focusing the stug, just because this tank to my right doesn't seem to be able to penetrate. Yeah, I think it's a little bit panicking now. It's getting some shots in now. It seems to be aiming rather than just also aiming, but yeah. The reload's really fast as well. As you saw, we were out reloading, or at least keeping up with that Panzer 4H. So we've gone down the Banana Road and we've kind of swarmed into their base, but they've gone down the train tracks and the hill, and they're now in our base. So we've got two enemies in our base. I don't think I'll actually get back in 22 seconds, so just going around here, just trying to maximise my damage. I've got a, I always focus artillery, but when it's a premium artillery, yeah, yeah, that's the priority. I've got the hidden stug now. It seems to be tracked, so yeah, just get the kill on that one. Allies gone into the base to just reset it, so there's only one enemy in there now, but unfortunately, you know, it's tier 5, so it's a bit more understandable. Most of our team are just sitting in the cap circle now, so we're going to win. 11 seconds away from capping. Looks like all their tanks are down by our cap. But yeah, so that was my first game in the Excelsior. I think it's a really fun tank. As I said, I just want to learn about heavies more, and I know this isn't probably a typical heavy, but I've got the British crews to train up as well, so I just wanted a sort of a British premium down at sort of tier 5, tier 6, and this one, as I said, this one was on the personal offer, 940 gold, so I got this one. So yeah, that was the first class. Got the high caliber on that one, so yeah, done quite a lot more damage than the second place, and with the 5 kills. So yeah, really good tank, and it was a really good map for that tank as well. So on to the second game. So this is an ace game. This was a couple of games after that first one. So we're on Abbey. I do just want to go down the 1-2 line. Again, sort of, it's tier 5, so a lot of the tanks will go down sort of the eastern flank, down the 8 line. But I feel quite confident that even unsupported, I've got the reload, I've got the armour, I'll be able to angle and side scrape, so I feel quite confident coming down here essentially on my own. But we do have a medium in support. So yeah, we're just going to go down here. I've loaded up the APCR just because I should be seeing a heavy first, or engaging a heavy first. So as I said, the penetration does lack on the standard rounds, unfortunately. So we've got a medium that's pushing down sort of the 3 line. It's an interesting plan, but yeah, nothing seems to be spotted down here. So I was going to sort of side scrape and try and go sort of hold down on that wreck, but no one's here. I've noticed that there's a couple of heavies going down sort of the 6 line, so feeling quite confident to actually go down here and change back to the standard rounds. And sure enough, there's a Panzer IV-D. Don't want to ram it. I don't want to give it 3 knocks on my damage off. So yeah, it just couldn't pen me. So we've got this another tier 4, unfortunately. I got very good matchmaking when I bought this tank. So yeah, seeing lots of tier 4s in this one and the previous game, but it does have preferential matchmaking. It won't see tier 7. The tier 6 games I've been in doesn't really hold up very well. The armour does just become, everything can go through it, and you would be, or I was essentially just firing premium at tier 6 games. Okay, nice shot on the move. Another one, sort of not aimed in. But now we've got these 2 heavy tanks. They've gone, I would say they've gone the wrong way. There's no need to be there in a heavy. So yeah, just trying to put shots into these. Just loading up the standard ones. I'll just get a kill shot on that one. We've got this, the enemy team's Excelsior coming up this way. Loading up the premium. So we're just feeling each other out. I've got the medium in support behind me, but it's now running off. It's killed a light tank, but I feel as though I don't have any support. Put a shot in, but I've got the food. It bounces off me, so I'm feeling at this point that it's probably shooting the standard. I want to just push it down the slope, so firstly I can side scrape off this properly, and secondly it makes it it won't be able to get the turret down enough to get into like my lower plate or anything like that, whereas I can then shoot down onto it. But my allied T-34 has gone round, distracted both of them, and at this point I'm just aiming straight into the turret. It is very flat, that turret. There's no strong points on it at all. So yeah, unfortunately for that Excelsior, I just used the weaknesses of the Excelsior against it. I think I had the food popped, and I do have the advanced loader, so I was significantly out DPMing and out reloading the other Excelsior. And whenever I load a tank up with equipment, I always think about meeting the same tank in battle and how the advantages I would want. So in that case, you could really see that increasing the reload speed really does help, just to knock the Excelsior out. So didn't stand a chance really, because we were in the same tank, but I just had the much faster reload. So we've got one enemy tank on the enemy team left. It's around sort of going up the 1-2 line. I'm feeling that it's going to either be side scraping off one of these cliffs, or it's just going to be behind one of these wrecks. I've loaded the premium because I feel as though I'm just going to be shooting into the strong points of the tank. Not too sure where it's gone now. And then I can see it's actually just running. I know it's 6-1, but as you can see from my health, I'm actually an easy kill at this point. If it had just stayed there, I was fully expecting it to go round, you know, get 1 or 2 more shots of damage in before we cap out and just sort of get destroyed by it. But it decides to run to survive. Not too sure why, but there we go. So MVP, 6 kills in that one, 2,400 damage. Yeah, most direct hits again, which I always like. Got the most blocked in the game as well. That's just by angling the armour. It really does remind me of a Tiger, where it's quite square and the armour only works when it's sort of angled. So yeah, lots of ribbons on that one. So yeah, definitely a tank I'd recommend if you're looking for some sort of crew trainer down at tier 5. It's one that I got just because I really like the look of it. Nice and mobile. Downside with it is the penetration, but the reload and the premium ammunition, to be honest, make up for that. But yeah, that was the Excelsior.